The studio lights were blazing, the audience was buzzing, and no one, absolutely no one, expected what was about to happen next. In a matter of seconds, a routine live TV discussion would turn into a moment that shook social media, split opinions across the country, and left millions replaying the clip again and again. This wasn't just another debate. This was the night Greg Gutfeld destroyed Whoopi Goldberg on live TV, and the aftermath would change the conversation forever. Stay with me till the end, because what unfolds isn't just about words exchanged on air, it's about truth, courage, and the power of standing your ground when the whole world is watching. The show began like any other. The panel sat comfortably, exchanging familiar banter, smiles masking tension that had been building beneath the surface for weeks. Whoopi Goldberg, confident and commanding, spoke with the authority of someone who had dominated the space for years. Her words were sharp, polished, and delivered with the ease of experience. Greg Gutfeld, on the other hand, leaned back quietly, listening. To many, he looked relaxed, almost amused. But behind that calm exterior was a mind calculating every word, every pause, waiting for the exact moment to strike. As the discussion shifted to a heated political and cultural issue, the temperature in the room changed. Whoopi pushed her argument harder, dismissing opposing views with a wave of her hand. The audience applauded on cue. It looked like another predictable segment where one voice would overpower the rest. But Greg didn't interrupt. He didn't raise his voice. He waited. And that silence, longer than usual, made the room uncomfortable. Then it happened. Greg leaned forward, looked directly at Whoopi, and spoke calmly, but with precision so sharp it felt like the air itself cracked. He didn't attack her personally. He attacked the argument. He exposed contradictions, replayed her own words against her position, and questioned the narrative with facts that couldn't be brushed aside. The audience went quiet. You could hear a pin drop. This wasn't shouting. This was surgical. Whoopi tried to regain control, laughing it off at first. But the laughter didn't land. She interrupted, tried to redirect, but Greg stayed focused. He didn't chase emotions, he stayed grounded in logic. Every sentence landed harder than the last. The hosts shifted in their seats. Producers off camera exchanged nervous glances. Live TV doesn't allow edits, and everyone knew they were witnessing something raw and irreversible. The challenge for Greg wasn't just Whoopi, it was the entire system around her. The applause signs, the audience bias, the history of the show itself. Yet he stood alone, pushing through resistance, refusing to back down. His voice never shook. His message was clear: debate isn't about silencing others, it's about confronting uncomfortable truths. Whoopi's expression changed. Confidence gave way to frustration. For the first time, she wasn't controlling the narrative. The moment stretched on, tense and electric. Social media exploded in real time. Clips were shared before the segment even ended. People at home leaned closer to their screens, realizing they were watching a turning point. When the segment finally ended, the applause was mixed, confused, uncertain. The show moved on, but nothing felt the same. The damage, or depending on who you ask, the victory, was already done. After the broadcast, reactions poured in from everywhere. Supporters of Greg praised his courage, calling it a masterclass in debate. Others defended Whoopi, arguing that live TV pressure can twist any moment. But one thing was undeniable: the conversation had shifted. People weren't just talking about who won. They were talking about why it mattered. Greg later reflected on the moment, not with pride, but with purpose. He spoke about the importance of speaking up, even when the odds are stacked against you. Whoopi, too, addressed the clash, reminding viewers that disagreement is part of democracy, even when it's uncomfortable. And that's the real lesson here. This wasn't just a viral TV moment. It was a reminder that truth doesn't need volume, courage doesn't need approval, and real impact happens when someone dares to challenge the status quo, calmly, clearly, and without fear. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Greg was right to push back the way he did? Was Whoopi treated unfairly, or was this a long overdue confrontation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your voice matters in this conversation. And if you stayed till the end, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because stories like this aren't just about headlines. They're about the moments that shape how we think, speak, and stand up for what we believe.